Hey guys, welcome to another video. This one's going to be a review of Gamevox itself. As you see, I have two Gamevox servers in my list. One's Gashkia, one is my own, Joel Gaming. They recently had an update, just today, and instead of seeing the amount of people you can have in a server, it shows the people registered to the server, and then it also shows who is connected, as well as your banner and the name in the bottom left. I'm already connected. Normally you would double click. So on to the next part. The main thing they've changed, it looks just like before, but if you go on the permissions, it is set up completely different. One of the hard things one of the things I had a problem with last time, or ever, in the Gamevox was finding the new member because lowercase letters were put after uppercase letters, even if it was the same letter, and you would have to search down the list, and you would have to look for their name. Well, now you have 3 search fields, and this one's a filter rather than a search field. And over here, say I want to find my name, I just type in cyber and it shows everyone with cyber in their name, and that's my display name. Same thing works over here. Say I want to do Nelson. Even though Nelson is not the first part of his name, it is in fact in his display name. So it shows that, well, he's my result. And he's the only one, so of course he's the only result. That's the big thing with that. Even better, when you're going over people now, when you scroll wheel, it doesn't accidentally start changing people's permissions. Like, say Atherin, he's a moderator. Normally, if I was scroll wheeling over here on top of the members, it would change what they were and everything. They've actually locked it so that not only will the page not scroll unless you're over here, which is fine, because it prevents me from scrolling over here and seeing, say, Krista. Instead of making her a Jolt member, I accidentally make her CEO or an admin, just because I scrolled over and then I'm scrolling down and I never noticed it. So, huge improvement on that part of the permissions. After that, they've added some new stuff here. This is a completely different interface setup, and I personally like it. So here's the deal. Say moderator. We don't want the we wanted them to be able to edit groups and permissions, but we didn't want them to be able to mess with our chief mod admins or any other people above that rank. They have the option of in groups of lower rank, which means it would be Jolt member and our donators and guests, because our donators are just our members with a little more recognition, but it doesn't give them power over anybody. Server settings, welcome messages, allows them to change them. We don't want them to change them. Only people of admin and above should be able to change all this. As you can see, it's all an allow. An important part of this is if you think your admins may not like each other, instead of in groups of equal here in users for the ban, they added a good feature in groups of lower, and it makes it so that another admin cannot ban an admin. They would have to go to the higher ranking person inside the server in order to get a problem resolved. That way, things will run smoother for the person paying for the Gamevox. Right now, a Gamevox server, I believe, is only $10, which is an outstanding price for the amount of slots you get. They range between 100 and 200 slots, and That's something to change at any time. So as I say this, they could be making an edit right now to change it. So the $10 has always been an option and is right now an option, and it probably will stay an option. However, the server slots may change, but odds are they're not going to make it for the worst, because this company really knows what they're doing, and they're competing with TeamSpeak, and I honestly think they're starting to blow them out of the water, because you don't have to go in and manually edit tags and stuff. You just go in here to the entire group itself, and it does it for everyone in simple clicks. Yes, TeamSpeak can do it, but it looks so messy and unorganized compared to what we're doing here. So those are the main changes. So another good thing, I don't want my admins changing my banners, website URLs, so we're gonna go ahead and deny them of that. The RSS feed, we're gonna deny them layout and tooltip items. We're gonna deny them server password, theme, but we're gonna allow them to try to make a better welcome message, because I have horrible spelling, so why not? Kick users, yes. Ban users, yes. Badge assign, allow. And once again, on the drop down, of groups of equal and lower, or groups of lower, or deny. But straight allow would even make it so that they would be able to make myself the CEO, or the Prime Minister, who is like the CEO, we're both owner. He could change our badges for us if we asked him to, or so and so. Speech control. This means he has the power to, or they have the power to mute people. Once again, equal or lower, or just lower. We're gonna keep it as just lower for that one. And I think that's all I really need to change for that. Allow them to add, remove channels, edit channels. By add, remove, it's like Warframe right here is a channel. Adding to the channel is like adding room number 1. And then room number 2, I haven't messed with link channels too much, to be very honest with you, so I can't say so much about that. But you might be able to, you know, it's just best if I don't say, because I don't want to be wrong. Then there's the speak settings. If you come down here, say I don't want a guest to be able to speak in my waiting room. Say something's going on and a guest came in and there's a problem, and I don't want him to be able to speak in my waiting room. I would come over here, deny speak, deny text and channel, and allow enter channel. That way he can be there and wait for me, but he can't spam, and if there's other players there, they can't spam either. And that's something I would have to go through and modify for all the groups, but you have the power to do that. The only other thing I haven't covered is adding a group. If you do this, we're just going to call them test. So you have this, right click, you can set your icon. They have social, they do have their own icons, and it's a good bit of them. So let's say we wanted, I don't know, blue A, just for the sake of having it. You click it and you'd hit OK. Or if you wanted, you could go to set icon and upload your own, just as we have for CEO and Prime Minister. And, well, a lot of the others, honestly. So, custom tags to begin with to show who you are. You don't have to just type in the word and try to make it look pretty with figures. You actually get a picture, and it's really simple, and anyone can do it as long as you allow them permission. If you want to get rid of, say the test group was unnecessary, we had it for a while, but we figured people didn't like it. Right click, remove, done. Don't got to worry about it anymore. And I believe that sums it up for the permissions and user settings that has come to the recent update of August 18th, 2015. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment down in the section below. And if you need a more in-depth guide on how to do something, we'll be more than happy to make that video so that you can make sure that your Gamevox is running just the way you would like it to run. Have a good day, guys. Thanks for watching. Always hit apply, hit OK, and go buy Gamevox.